Hey, Achim here, InnerSpace Explorers. Yeah, today is a bit of a special one. So we had somebody in the center today, and let me say it did not go too well. And the entire dive, I was like thinking about this and that I should potentially or could potentially make a video out of this, and I know this will be controversial, and it will be one of those that I cannot monetize. But that's all good. So the lady came in yesterday, and let me put that friendly, heavily overweighted, super unfit, booked the dive. Had a medical, had a certification, all right? I mean, it's a professional dive center. We are selling dives, and we obviously accept certification cards, and we need proof of a medical, which had the right dates, the right stamp. So there was no real reason to not let that person dive. Plus, it's recreational, the dive size like 15 to 18 meters, lots of fish, all pretty funny. A little bit of current today, not like water that is moving, okay? It's not a freaking lake or a pool. It's I could swim against the current backwards on the ascent line. So the drama started when we started giving out gear. So we simply did not have a suit that fitted. So in the end, it was a male triple X large, and my guys had a real struggle to close the zipper. And I mean struggle, not funny or anything, struggle. So complaining, and this is too tight, and she would expect, blah, 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 blah. All right. So finally, everything was packed. Gear was ready. I think she was rescue certified, right? Yeah. And the logbook said something like 85 dives, something like that. So was struggling with the gear. You could see like somebody always had to give a hand. The inflator didn't go on really right. The tank was too low. Yeah, small things, but things that raise flags like how often do you dive? How much are you into this? So we did the checks, we did the briefing, and we went to the boat. So our boat is probably 100 meters or so from the center, a little bit downhill. I mean, downhill. You walk down the street, probably the height difference between the boat and the center is, I don't know, 20 meters or something like that, maybe, if at all. So everybody from 8-year-old kids to old people like me can do that. The lady was, by the way, probably in her late 30s, early 40s or so. I would have to check but it's not the point. So we went on the boat, and we went down, and the complaining started. This is too far, this is unacceptable, I want somebody to put my gear down there. Why are we not driving? Because there's no road to the boat, it's a walkway, and everybody's going down there with the gear on the back. It's nothing hard, nothing special. So one of my guys, being nice, actually took her weights. So we went down there, we had to get on the boat. Next drama. So everybody one step on the tube of the rip, and then one step in. There's somebody holding the boat, there's the captain inside offering a hand. It didn't work. So it was a little bit like loading cargo. Anyway, at some point she was on that boat was still afloat, and we went towards the dive site. This is uncomfortable, she cannot sit there. She said, "No." We ignored it. Because it's not like half of our customers, I mean, everybody's fine with this. Everybody is having a good time. The weather was nice. There was a little bit of waves. I mean, waves. Again, it's the ocean, right? I mean, moving water. So the ride to the dive center is about maybe 10 minutes, probably a bit less. So we anchored the boat, and I repeated quickly my briefing. So we go in here, this is just the dive site, so we go along here, we come out, and so on. Everybody getting ready. So I jumped in the water, and everybody started to do back rolls in the water. I mean, it's an inflatable, it's a rip. She was like, she needs the ladder. So roll in the water. I mean, like everybody else. Nope, not possible. So the captain needed to assist her getting in the water. She wanted to do this with her fins on, which obviously doesn't work. She finally was in the water without the fins. She could not put on the fins. One of my guys had to go and put fins on the floating whale. It was a disaster. So in the end, we started the dive. There was, as I said, moving water. Everybody was fine. She was not. Long story short, after like, I don't know, 10 minutes in the water and 150 bars used, she was back on the surface. We recovered the floating diver and got back. She could not carry up the stuff to the center, so we left it in the boat. Somebody else had to go down and pick it, and then the drama in the center continued. I don't want to pay for this. This is unprofessional. This is that. This is your fault. This is. So in the end, I put the money on the table and told her to fuck off and not come back. So this would probably give us a 1-star review, which is fine for me. It's about being authentic. And the thing that we had afterwards, obviously, the team, we were having lunch. And obviously that was the topic, and the discussion was like, what do you do with people like that? And I have a very clear opinion on that. Not everybody has to dive. And I'm not talking technical diving or anything, as I just said, it's purely recreational dive, and not everybody has to dive. And not everybody should dive. And not everybody that has pulse and a credit card should get a medical. And I mean, it's called sport diving. It's still, even if you don't look at it as a sport in the meaning of a competitive sport, it's still a sporty activity, if you know what I mean. It's still, I mean, you need to do something with your body, right? And if you cannot handle your gear, if you cannot walk a couple of steps with your gear, if you cannot get in the water or out of the water, don't dive. Stay home. Do something else. Play chess or whatever. Outdoor chess, if that makes it better. But this thing that we cannot say no to people anymore, that we cannot tell the truth to people, like, no, you are not good for that. There's another example of somebody is a person, let's put it on person, because otherwise they'll be like, you're against women or something like that, which I'm not. A person, very small, very tiny, they wanted to do technical diving, wanted to get technical training with me, and that person could not handle a double 12. And so, let's do a rebreather. We couldn't handle the rebreather, not even to think about bailout. I have a partner who could carry the bailout. No, you cannot handle that gear. Yeah, but I want to pay for it, and I want to do this, and this is a dream of mine, and I want to accomplish it. Well, then find double 3-liter tanks with 1,000 bar or something like that, or a mini rebreather, whatever. But with the gear that was available at that time, that person could not handle that. And I said, well, then you cannot do this type of diving. Person still hates me till today. I can read that regularly on Facebook. But again, not somebody that runs around with a card with my name on, and I'm fine with that. So yeah, I want to know your opinion. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have a different opinion, how you would handle that, or you can also tell me if I'm right. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Just actually had to get this out of my system, if what you probably realized. And safe diving. See you in the next one.